Hey everybody, welcome back to Hero U Rogue to Redemption. I'm the Blue32, and last we left off, we did some things. Got some places. Did I forget to get the panda suspenders? I think I did. No matter. I can get them later. It's Noctis de Mortis tomorrow. I imagine there will be a lot of ghosts around this old place. You don't say. What's new with you? I got my latest song about... Yeah, okay. I don't care. Sounds pretty good. So what is Noctis de Mortius? It's the time of year when the barrier between the world of the dead and the land of the living is breached. The restless spirits of those people who had unfinished business in life return to the world to seek absolution or vengeance. It's kind of a get out of dead free time where the undead stalk or block kind of thing. Oh, they aren't really undead. They're just ghosts. They may look scary, but they can't really harm you. Unless, of course, you've harmed them when they were living. Bad time to be a murderer, I guess. If in life you done what he done you wrong, now in death you can be strong. Vengeance is the way to go to the one who laid you low. On the other hand, not all ghosts are back for revenge. Some are for fun. Others, well, if in life you're a jerk, you can come back to lurk. Much like our dear Turk. Did you hear about... Yeah. Cannon's been the last place I'd want to visit, let alone be stuck down there. I'm the one who rescued him. I'm glad he's safe. Nice work, you're living up to the Hero U core values. Next thing you know, we'll be calling you a hero. If the castle ever caught fire while I was in this room, the junk would become a pyre, and I would soon to be toast. That will be your doom, for I will be a ghost. I'll haunt you to your cold gray tomb if you don't clean up this room soon. The tale that you relate fills me with distress. I'd hate to face that fate, so I guess I best clean up this mess. Wait, I already started a new video. I just remembered that. I knew that. I knew that. Wait, what time is it? Yeah, best to go to bed. Bed good. Why does morning come so early? As I was saying, tonight is the first night of Noctis de Mortis, Night of the Dead. This is the time when the boundaries between this world and the afterlife are tenuous, allowing spirits to enter this world. The main part of this castle is warded against harmful spirits. Any ghosts or spirits you see tonight in the castle can be ignored. Do all spirits come back from the dead? No, most souls are peaceful after death if they live good lives. Only the ones with unfinished goals or powerful emotions return to this world. The Sidonian people endure the Night of the Dead by setting out feasts and decorations to appease the restless spirits. Like people celebrate and remember those who have passed beyond the trials of life. We drink to the return of old friends and family. It is a reminder to enjoy life while we live. Said that the castle was protected, Master. Does this mean harmful spirits also wander around this world? Yes, this is the time when the wraiths, revenants, lemurs, and other malevolent spirits are the strongest. It will be wise to avoid the catacombs during this time. These are very dangerous, as some of you well know. As dangerous as our friends. Any other questions or comments? These guys just rise from the graves and hang out for some reason? Funny, could you answer his question? Und ich bitten darf? The ones who come back, they are the ones with powerful emotions. Some come here because they love so strongly that they will not leave this world. For others, they hate too strongly to rest. Some ghosts tried to do in death what they could not do in life. If someone does it for them, then they can be at peace. Just because this castle is warded against incoming spirits, do not think you are safe from malevolent spirits. This place has a history of violence. There may be harmful ghosts within these walls. Always use caution when dealing with supernatural. The best way to avoid dangerous ghosts is to stay in your rooms at night and studying your rogue lessons. Tomorrow there will be a quiz in class. I expect you all to do well. Indeed. I feel like 2 big blisters. Full of pus and such. Speaking of disgusting things, why isn't Twerk out? So this is basically Halloween. Looks like a magical glowing creepy critter illuminator. Can't have too many of these things around this time of year. Oh yeah, it is totally Halloween. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Makes me wonder if Twerk's afraid of something. Know what I mean? Today we'll be discussing the fairy parcel. This is often found growing in Fairy Ring or other magical areas. It resembles an iridescent, slightly luminous parasol. It is highly magical and has a wide range of uses and potions. Eaten raw, it enhances a person's natural magical abilities. Now, many of you do not have any noticeable magical traits. However, everyone has some latent skill for magic, even detectable. Eating a fairy parcel will not give you the ability to cast spells or become a wizard. It will, of course, increase your magical skills if you do use magic. While eating the fairy parcel, you will do for you all. What eating the fairy parcel will do for all of you is increase your natural resistance to hostile magic directed at you. This will shield you from some damage, magical damage from a revenant spell, for instance. Fairy parcels grow in magic fairy rings. Does that make it dangerous to pick? I mean, won't the fairies eject? Yes, you should never pick mushrooms from a fairy ring without the permission of the fairies. However, you can safely pick them whenever you find them growing in a clump of woods or a cave. Please pass these fairy parcels around and we'll begin the lesson. Deader. Nova Romaine Cuisine, Antipasto, yada yada yada. Nothing humorous and or reference. Good lord! Arg, I've been slimed! Think of it as a big sloppy kiss because you're so sweet. That's Shadow, the dog from the painting in Darla's den. He's one of the protective spirits of the castle. Well, he protected me from Seppa. He licked my plate clean. If you overlook puddle of drool he left behind. I'll be so glad when the night said the dead are over. I don't like having ghosts hanging around wherever I go. Protective spirits like Shadow, Voodoo, and Leo are around all the time. You just can't see them. I really didn't want to know that, Thomas. Thank you very much. This is unacceptable. How can anyone stand these ghosts around everywhere? Okay, you're not the only one annoyed by ghosts. Okay, so maybe they're not all that bad. Out! Everyone out of here! Ghost of... Yo, Pete. One day be great. Great, if not as great as I. How do you do that? No one is as great as I. Right. I'll be seeing you, well, through you. Hounds, it's a ghost. Who's a good boy? Who's a good doggy? Hey, I remember you. So who are you and why are you here? In life we died too soon. There's so much more we would like to share with the world. I know the best recipe for callaloo, and it would be sad if such fine food were forgotten. Kara and I, we love to cook. Or in your case, overcook. What say you about these ghosts? Well, so many duppies, and they all want to be heard. If only someone will talk to them, then maybe they'll go away for a while. So, Mr. Shanshan, now that you have Grigris, then you should be speaking with ghosts. It would be a good thing. What's the point of doing good things for all the good I do? It seems like there's always something more that needs to be done. The more good things you do in life, Mr. Shanshan, the better you will rest when you enter the Greylands. If you don't want to someday be one of these poor lost duppies, you better do a lot of good. What do you think the Knights of the Dead? When people die, they go to the Greylands. Some rest there, their lives' goals fulfilled. Some come back to live again in other bodies. A few escape the Greylands to become as duppies. Here in Sardonia, the shadow gate between the living and the dead is opened up. The duppies, they come in here freely. When the shadow gate starts to close, they will be drawn back to the Greylands, but not all. Why does the gate open here? What draws so many duppies back to this land? There are too many questions and not enough answers. Is there a way to actually summon a specific ghost to talk to them? It all depends. One never summons a ghost from the piece of the grave unless there be a very good reason. I just thought maybe I could talk to my dead father. I never really knew him. Ah, then maybe the ghost he would like to speak with you too. In that case, you can invite the ghost across the Shadow Gate for a brief time. You must go to his grave site in the dark of night. You will need a personal item that once belonged to the ghost. You will also need to bring some food or drink to share with the person. Call the ghost by name and introduce yourself. Tell her eat or drink and sprinkle someone on his grave. That should get his attention. Then take out the item that the ghost once owned. Upon silence, spill a few drops of your own blood upon it. This will give the ghost the power to pass through the Shadow Gate. The ghost may or may not appear to speak with you, but unless you have a Grigris, you will not understand what he has to say. Remember, Mr. Shanshan, it is never a good thing to bring the spirit back to this world. It weakens the seal in the Shadow Gate, so if you choose to summon a ghost, do so around the Knights of the Dead when the gate is already open. So what do you think? Duppy's bad. Duppy's told Ricky what to do. You have to admit, Ricky, that Bryce and Duppy's be right. We need some more allspice when we cook Caribbean cuisine. Are these ghosts bothering you? Talking to Duppies, it is hard. They all feed upon the spirits of the living. That is why it feels so cold with all the Duppies here. They draw the life and warmth away from us. When a spirit talker talks to Duppies, then slowly she grows weaker, closer to the Greylands. Talk too much, and the spirit talker, she will become a Duppy herself. I know better than to be talking too much to Duppies. A way to talk to my old man, huh? Do I have anything? Guess not. Hope, never lose hope. It makes life worth living. Sounds like you had a perfect life. Pretty life. Was it worth living? Hero, you gives hope. Right. If you do not do what is right, who will? Give hope to others. I'll keep that in mind. Where to go? The master is very brave to be out and about during the Nights of the Dead. Poor Gregor feels very scared. I always thought the Knights of the Dead were about spirits of departing coming back to see their families or something like that. That's why a feast to welcome them. All Gregor knows is that many very scary things are around now. Gregor does not care if ghosts are good or bad. Gregor just wants to stay far away from them. Do rarities have ghosts? Most rarities stay in the same place with same tribe all their rarity lives. Same all the time. When a rarity dies, it's said that rarity has gone adventuring. Dead rarities go off to new places and new things. No reason for dead rarity to come back. So the rarties do not celebrate Nights of the Dead, except the humans set out food and gifts to the dead. Since the dead don't eat or use gifts, the rarties take them and put them to good ready use. So Caligula Ready is very happy when Night of the Dead is here. Well, it's good that they're getting some food. Heck, I probably shouldn't have set out that apple. No? Some of these I have no interest in talking to whatsoever. And they're only gonna sap my life. Let me check. No, I seem to be actually okay. Hey man, have you seen my classroom? I do seem to have mislaid it somewhere. No sir, I haven't come across it. Pity. Oh well, carry on. You up to it again, Thomas? They say that the barrier between the realms of dead and living is very thin right now, that it won't take much to draw a soul across to ours. I know that this is wrong. You would tell me to let you live in peace and live my own life. I'm sorry, sir, I've got to do this. You died so suddenly, I never got to say goodbye. And I need to ask your forgiveness for the wrong I am doing in my life. Please tell me how to make it up to you and Mama. I need to know. Oh, hello, Sean. I'm meaning to talk to you. Don't see any ghosts here. No, I think there's something in here that keeps the ghosts away. It's so peaceful, almost like a refugee from the care. Is that why you came here? I'm mostly coming here because of my father. I feel very close to him. So what's going on with you? Done research and talked to Esme and Chief Hannon about Nights of Dead. There's a way to speak to someone who's passed through the Veil of Life. I'm going to the catacombs to talk to my father's ghost. I've got nothing. I'm not going to help him with this. I could help him. I know where it is. very irritating. Koneba Kanako, you honor me. Greetings, I am Master Shinshin, a Tanuki and far traveler. It is good when one such as you seeks wisdom from their elders. What's a Tanuki? Tanuki are what we wish to be. We bring good luck, we bring luck, both good and bad. Good thing for you, O'Connor. O'Connor-kun, I like you. Even though you neglect your duties and fail to properly respect your ancestors. What am I supposed to do? My ancestors were all from Erie, far away from here. Poor father. How little you know of him, how much affects you. How little you know how much he affects your future. Yet here you are, asking questions of a Tanuki rather of him. Go to the place where he is honored. Go and share food and drink with him. Only then will the important questions be answered. Okay, there's no reason to hurt me that much. But I get your point. Ear. So itchy. Wait, do I have food? Kind of. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. No, I don't need to welcome you back. Just wanted to, yeah, here. I went back and got some food. Right. So now I got food, I got drink, but I'm not sure about what I'm supposed to use to... Okay, Donald O'Connor, I'm your son, Sean O'Connor. You may not recognize me, you've been dead for most of my life. I've grown a lot since then. Anyway, Donald, are you listening to me? Something to eat or drink. See, yeah, top wrapped up in my package from Chef Khan, and she makes the best food. I'm sure you'll like this, Dad. It's about as good as tar as you can eat. Again, you probably can't taste much being dead and all, but I'm still sharing it. You can see why people celebrate the Night of the Dead by eating these tarts. It's worth coming back from the grave to get these. Okay, so the next part, to spill sacrifice blood needs something that once belonged to Donald O'Connor. Okay, I had this lucky coin that I guess has something to do with the Raven statue. Maybe it belonged to my father. Ouch! This coin, then I send you back to this world. Use this sacrifice to cross through the gate of shadows. Ow. Dad! Sean, my boy, 'tis glad I am to see you so like a man before me. You look so much like your mother. You got her eyes. Dad, I've had so much to want to ask. I don't know what to say. What happened to you? How did you die? Were you murdered by your brother? Seamus was me brother. He was me best friend. So we just happened to be squabbling and it came to blows. It wouldn't be the first time between us to be settled with a fist fight. It just happened to be our last argument. I lost my foot and fell off a cliffside into the rocks and the sea. They never did find me body. Okay. Do you know Master Uva? Geralt. We knew him. He came here when I was Raven. We had a long talk, him and me. He sounded like Nora telling me things that being a Raven hurt people. Merchants stayed away from Sarda in fear. The stronger the thieves got, the worse it was for the poor and the struggling. And he was right, and Nora was right. All I wanted was to make a good place for Nora and you and Seamus to live, but it was all going to Hades. I had to give up the Raven, Sean. I had to do right by you and Nora. I had to make sure that no one ever became a Raven again. I just didn't mean for it all to happen the way it did, Sean. I never wanted to leave you and Nora. It's getting colder and darker. I don't think I could stand much more of this. So you don't blame your brother for your death? Seamus and I, we did everything together. We were rebels against Alban. We came to Sardonia together. He was my second in command as the Raven of Sardonia. Nora always thought that Seamus was a bad influence on me. Truth be told, I was the bad influence. There's so much more I want to speak to you, but this is killing me. I have to say farewell, Donald. It's really good speaking to you. I want you to know that I'm so proud of you, Sean. You're every bit of son that I hope to have. Give me love to Nora for me. Take care of yourself. I feel awful. Hope I can make it back to the castle without dying. That would be too ironic. Just that you will do well on this exam. You may leave when you are finished with the test. There is no class tomorrow. Try to stay out of too much trouble on your free day, please. You may begin. Eat every lockpick, Houdini, and trick up your sleeve. You're dealing with a wraith. Don't. Just get away. The soul room is used to damage an incorporeal spirit. The Raven statue is not a mythical MacGuffin that magically makes more thieves. To make friends, you should listen carefully to what the person has to say. All of the above, really. But let's go with that one. That's what he said. How am I doing? I've been better. today's lesson, we'll be combining some of the information we've learned about mushrooms and bandages. We'll be spending our time making magical bandages. To make a magical bandage, you will need 2 fresh, clean bandages. Then you cover the bandages with a compound of puffball and fairy parcel mushrooms with Yerba Buena from the Tower Garden. Take out your mortar and pedestals and we'll get started on this, shall we? Do you have to use a puffballs, fairy parcels, and bandages to make a magical buzz? Is it worth it? Wouldn't it just be better to eat a couple of puffballs for healing? One advantage of using magical bandages is that you won't make you feel sick when you try to heal with it. It's easy to apply a magical bandage to an open wound. It prevents the wound from getting dirty or infected. If I'm in the middle of combat and I get wounded, I'm much better off slapping a bandage than trying to eat a mushroom and not to get sick. So yes, a magical bandage is much better than a raw mushroom. I'll be passing out the items you will need to make magical bandages now. You will each get to make 3 magical bandages when you're finished. So here we go. Well done to me. That's it? All these ghosts floating around here make it hard to eat. It's so hard to hold a fork in your hands when hold a fork when your hands are trembling. Time to give an apple to the quirk. Just to make sure that I'm not a jerk. So now we know the truth about our dad. Not only do we know that he used to be the Raven, the big muckety muck of thieves everywhere. He was killed by his brother, but only by accident. Doesn't look odd anymore. That's weird. Anyway, I should probably call it a video here. I'm the Blues 32. This is actually, that's not a bad name for it. This is Hero U, Rogue to Redemption. TTFN, ta-ta for now.